Currently in our area, 85 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms, low 77. Chance of rain 40%. Thursday, partly cloudy with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, high 92. Thursday night, thunderstorms early, low 77. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Thanks for staying with us here. We are looking at you, Rapid City, South Dakota, temperature near 70. We've seen some thunderstorms roll through the area, so that's knocking down the temps, but also bringing down a lot of rain, as well as other issues. Let's tell you about it. Tornado watch in effect for a good chunk of South Dakota, as well as portions of Nebraska until 11 o'clock local time. We've got a severe warned storm down near the South Dakota-Nebraska state line. Also a flash flood warning to tell you about. But near and south of Rapid City, we've been watching this storm for a while. This one was warned. Still potential to bring with it some hail, but it's lost a bit of its punch. With that said, for a time, it was bringing quite a bit of hail. And here in Folsom, not just hail, quarter-size hail reported, but also large tree branches broken. So the hail bringing down some large tree branches along with some wind issues out of that storm. Could see some strong winds out of this storm in Todd and Tripp counties, Beaver Creek, Whole Claw, and Keapaha in the path of this one. 5:45 Central Time is your expiration. Once again, I'd be looking at hail and that threat of gusty, damaging winds. We've got a real tall thunderstorm with this one. You notice that flying eagle shape. So the winds are going out around this and a little bit of rotation showing up at this point. No tornado warning on this one, but this is one that we're going to stay on, Mike, and watch should that develop.
We will, indeed. Alex, thank you for that. And we know that a place like Iowa City or a location like Memphis, we'll be looking at severe storms tonight, lasting through tomorrow. Been a really wet go for us for the evening drive in Memphis. It's soggy right now. You take a look at Iowa City. Your storms are more likely to happen later tonight, maybe even after the sun goes down. So just heads up on the timing that comes our way. All right, Thursday setup. Let's walk you through it because it could get rough and tumble. This area highlighted in red, most likely to have the severe weather from Dodge City to Kansas City, and that could happen overnight in Kansas City. Storms will move west to east through Iowa. Storms could push their way south through St. Louis and Memphis. We've already had a couple of rounds of weather come through Memphis today. Here's a look at the future radar. Look how that line races through KC tonight. Minneapolis, we could be looking at, say, 7 o'clock showers or thunderstorms, more storms that come through. And it could be a couple of rounds through central and eastern Iowa through the midday tomorrow. And then look how it just stays really, really unsettled through the Great Lakes, probably western Great Lakes, especially over the next, say, 24 to 48 hours here. Even a place, say, like maybe a Joliet over towards Chicago, storms racing through St. Louis and Peoria. They could hit us. And again, just staying unsettled around the Twin Cities, but those storms could extend well down to the south. But a place like, say, central and southeastern Iowa, tornado risk is there. It's a 30% chance of tornadoes, also including southeast or northeast Missouri as well as western Illinois, and storms that again may stretch as far south as a location like Paducah, Kentucky. So we'll take you there right now. We've had sunshine and pretty clear skies today. A little hazy for us, 86 degrees, and we've been very warm in Paducah lately. Temperatures have been in the upper 90s. We've hit 98 a couple of days. Now we think that there'll be plenty of instability in the atmosphere tomorrow and storms could get kicking. For more on that, we're going to turn it back to Alex.
Yeah, Friday is going to be the day to watch across parts of the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, places like Indianapolis, Lexington, Nashville, Knoxville, Paducah, as Mike just mentioned, St. Louis, even closing in on the Chicago area. All of this region could be up against that threat for strong or severe storms. Tornado threat it's going to stay on the low end, but still it's there. 3 out of 10, a 30% chance of a tornado for cities in those Ohio and Tennessee valleys. So Indianapolis, 30% chance of a tornado within 50 miles. Paducah, 30% chance of a tornado within 50 miles. And let's look at Paducah in particular and look at the setup through the atmosphere so we get a better idea of what's going on. We'll start off with the shear. Of course, that's the change in wind speed or direction with height. Well, you notice we don't have a lot of change in wind direction. Generally out of the west and southwest, a little bit to the northwest as we get higher up in the atmosphere. But what you do see is a big area of speed shear. We start off with light winds down at the surface, but they're screaming as you head up 12 and 16,000 feet throughout the atmosphere. So we're going to be looking at about 50 to 60 knots of shear, and that is well enough to produce that threat of severe storms.